Yo, welcome back to another episode of Realationshitz, where we talk about real shit in relationships. I am your husband.
And I am your wife.
How you doing, wife?
I'm fine, husband. How are you?
I'm pretty good. A little backed up in terms of goals right now, but I'm all right. But I do have a question.
Yes.
How often do you think you should date me? How often am I worth a luxurious 5-star toe sucking, booty rubbing,
Bruh.
loving and touching date quality?
I don't like how you phrase that because you're worth it every day. Now, when is it realistic?
When is it realistic to make sure our relationship is A1?
So, no, with us, we have a rule of 2. At least 2 dates a month minimum.
Why is that?
That gives us a chance to reconnect. It gives us a chance to enjoy each other's company uninterrupted. And it gives us a chance to try some things we maybe haven't tried or go visit a restaurant we haven't been to in a while.
Get your dates on. Learn your partner. We're still learning each other. I learned a lot about her. I learned the reason why she likes the shower hot.
Shut up.
I found out a lot of things about my wife that I didn't know. I found out that my wife
It's short.
is very short.
We know this. I'm 4'10".
She is 4'10". That is miniature. That is on the little person spectrum.
Not yet. No, it's not.
I say spectrum. It's not the actual thing.
It's not a thing.
So you understand? If there's like a little radius thing of the height, you'll be like in the yellow. And the little people will be in the
Continue
green.
what you were saying, please.
Oh, yeah. You just got to date your partner. You got to keep dating them. And I'm learning so much more. And twice a month. Sometimes it can be difficult, but it's worth it because not only are you finding things out, but it's also good to know that you care. And there was a point where we haven't gone on dates in a while at one point in our relationship. And it was like, I feel like this relationship is not where it's supposed to be. I'm like, what are you talking about? Everything's good. I think everything's fine. Like, we just enjoying each other's company. And is enjoying each other's company by being in the same household is not the same as going out to eat and actually talking and finding out how you are. Because within our relationship, within our dates, what we do is see where we are mentally. See where we are. Are you good in this aspect? And I had a bad habit of like thinking that everything is cool with us just being home, chilling together.
So the important thing is talking to your partner about what your definition of a date is. Everybody has a different definition of a date. Dates can be many different things. Dates can be movies. Dates can be mini golf. It can be eating at a restaurant, whatever. Some people have dates at home, which is fine. But the intention behind dates is what you have to discuss. Because from his perspective, just because we were in the same room watching the same show, he thought that was enough quality time. That was not for me, because that is just us being home after work. That's not it. So we had to talk about what we wanted, and I had to be honest and tell him that we were not in a good place because we haven't done anything together. We haven't spent quality time together. And after he understood, he started being more intentional with the dates, I feel. And within the dates, we do a minimum of 2 a month, but every month, at the end of the month, one of our dates, we call it a monthly check-in.
Ooh.
At that date, for all of our dates, there are no phones, but there are exceptions where it's like, oh, I want to show you a funny video, whatever. At the monthly check-in date, there is no phones.
No phone.
We order all of our food ahead of time. We don't like to be interrupted by the waitress, whatever, so we make sure we put all our orders in and we sit and we talk. And the point of the monthly check-in is for you to get whatever feelings out that you have, for them to get whatever feelings out that they have, and it's non-judgmental, it's non-argumentative, And you have to set that expectation from the beginning. So the questions that we ask each other is, what made you happy this past month? What have I done to make you happy? What have I done to make you mad? What can I do to be a better partner to you? And you have to be open-minded with these check-ins, because there are some things that can hurt your feelings, but you have to understand that they're not being said to hurt you. They're being said because your partner wants to fix them with you, and it's to better your relationship. And I think we both said things at the monthly check-ins that caught the other person off guard, and it was like,
I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we was good. No, you can do better. And what helps even more is now that we pinpoint it with our love language. And I forgot who wrote it, but it's the love language book. You can take the quiz. 5 love languages. Yeah, 5 love languages. And you can take the quiz, whatever, figure out what your love language is. But that's the easiest way to kind of start off. Like, is your love tank full? And if it's not full of this aspect, then that's the way we can get into the details of why it hasn't been fulfilled. So yeah, sometimes feelings kind of get like a little stabbed, but it's for the better of the relationship. There's no such thing as a relationship there where there's 100% agreements, obviously. So I mean, when she tell me things like, I don't feel like you've been spending the right quality time with me, because again, us being in the same room, probably not quality time. That's just us existing in the same area. All right, cool. So what we gonna do now that we gonna be home doing nothing? Like, what you wanna talk about your day at work? No, I mean, well, sometimes that's okay. I do a lot of foot rubs, just kind of mellow her out, or at least spending some type of hour of like interacting with her. Even if right now, if it's like talking about the TikTok she sent me and just commenting on the nonsense I see on a daily basis that she sends me. Because she sends me, she used to send me.
I was about to say, you better correct yourself.
She used to send me like 50 TikToks a day, and I'll have to go through them like emails, spam emails. Like, it's not important stuff at all.
Funny.
They'll be funny sometimes. Her humor. Sometimes, I mean, they'll all be 10 out of 10s. So, and then I was just talking about the TikTok she sent for the day. Guess what? Fulfillment, love tank. I'm happy. My QT is good. All right, cool. So now, how can I get my love tank filled? Mine's a little more difficult for her, but we figure out a middle ground there. So I mean, most of the guys' love tanks are usually touch. And it doesn't have to. Mine was touch and words of affirmation. So I'm like, I like to be told things that I'm doing right, I'm doing good. I like it being told to me in a certain way, so I know
that's the key, the certain way, because one of the things that we found out early into our check-ins and the love language thing was he felt some type of way because I wouldn't comment on his haircuts.
It's not the fact you didn't comment. It's like you didn't even notice. I'm like, how the hell, I got a fresh cut. But like I'm saying, like I upkeep myself very well. I pride myself and make sure my hair, my waves, everything is good. Everything is on point. And I hate it when I get looked at by other females or other people and like, okay, my own wife don't notice it. So I'm like, the hell?
He felt like I didn't notice it, but it's not that I didn't notice. It's just
it was the normal. I upkeep myself so much to the point she don't even notice when I get a fresh cut.
It's not notice. It's just I didn't feel the need to comment on it because that's a normal thing for us. Like, yes, you always look good to me. Like, yes, you got the same haircut you always get. Like, I get it. But talking about it and him bringing it up in that monthly check-in, I understood how important it was to him that I tell him, like, hey, I didn't notice your haircut. Like, you look good. You doing the thing.
And that's what I want. Like, I want to know that my woman finds me attractive. Like, the last thing I want to be wondering is, like, am I attracted to this woman at all? Because, damn, I'm definitely trying to get this fresh cut in. Fellas, if you get a fresh cut, it's like, it's an XP boost for 100. Like, your tank is full. You could be an ugly ass dude. And something about when you get a fresh cut, it changes everything. So I notice when other guys get haircuts, and all I can say and think about is, man, I really hope that this guy is getting the ass he deserves from his wife or his girlfriend, or he gets all the compliments in the world from women, especially if they don't look right without a haircut, to them looking okay. You look different with the haircut. And I've seen a lot of drastic changes in the haircut to a man. So that's a big deal for me. I need to know that, am I attracted to this woman with the haircut? But now you notice when I don't get haircuts, like at one point, like COVID, that was an obvious like, yeah, it's time. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, my love language required some affirmation. Like it all draws back into, am I attractive enough for this woman? Because if I'm attractive enough, then I get treated like I'm attractive, and I get treated like I'm attractive, then another love tank is getting filled.
And for me, I didn't understand that, because in my head, I'm with you. Like, if I wasn't attracted to you, I wouldn't be with you. So that's obvious. Like, I shouldn't have to say it. But I learned with that specific love language, I do have to say it. And nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. And I think I do a lot better now, right?
Yeah, you do a lot better. You do. And you show it with a specific touch of your tongue to my face. Yeah. Like, it's just straight.
Okay, so.
Palm lick
okay,
of the face
wait.
to my
I don't know.
smooth,
Hold
fresh
on to
cut.
stop. So, I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it started, but his face is really smooth after he gets a haircut. And instead of me just saying, "Oh, your haircut looks good," whatever.
She put a whole Megan
one
Stallion.
day, I just licked his face. Just, I don't know, just out of nowhere. And it was a soft face. It was smooth. And now every time I get a haircut,
And
I
it was
lick
wet.
his face. So he knows now.
So now if you don't lick my face, which has been past 2 haircuts, yes,
So I
I
didn't
keep
lick your
tab.
face this time because you kept the hair right here. It's not smooth.
But you lick right here too.
But I like your face. You're trying to do the whole beard thing. Like, it's not gonna be smooth. It's not gonna be the same.
So the past,
I can bite your nose.
I'm not a biter nose thing. I like the licks.
I can lick your forehead.
That's not good enough for me. I
I
should have a
mean,
wet forehead.
I don't know what to tell you. It's not gonna be smooth.
This up here be smooth. You can still lick the face.
Okay, we'll try it next time.
All right. Oh, my neck. You know that's my favorite spot to like receive
Start exposing
attention.
yourself to the world.
I'm exposing it to you, and the world knows where I like to expose to. So if somebody see you on the street, you be licking his neck.
Don't ask
you
me that.
you
Don't
be
ask
keeping
me
your
that.
man happy by licking his neck.
Do not ask me
Cause you
that.
know that's what he like. You be licking his neck.
Stop.
Okay, I see. That's why y'all
Anyway,
happy.
back to the topic. So yes, dating your partner, monthly check-ins, those are very important. What I really, really, really want to emphasize with the monthly check-ins, you cannot let that lead to an argument. The first time we did a monthly check-in, oh my God, I don't even think we got through the rest of that date.
Oh no, it
was
like,
bad.
It went left. I ain't like nothing she was telling me.
And of course, I started first, and then he didn't like anything I said. So as a result, he was just like, "Well, you are not perfect. You do this, you do that." And I'm just like, okay, like I feel like you're attacking me instead of like going through actual issues. And he was like, "Well, no, you tell me what I was doing wrong. I'm gonna tell you what you was doing wrong."
And I think I took a step back and I realized, and something I actually learned from even another, like it was some type of counselor on social media talk about how it's worded. Whenever you say you, then I felt attacked. So she been changing up how she opened things and say I feel instead of like you need to. Now it's better when I understand how she feels instead of like what you need to do better. So that small little remixing of message helped a lot for me to be
also
receptive.
You don't have to wait until a monthly check-in to talk about something. So for example, I used to do a lot of the housework myself just because I like it a certain way. And I used to do a lot of the cooking, and I work full time. So it became a lot. And one day I came home and I was just like, look, we got to talk. It wasn't a monthly check-in time. It was probably in the middle of the month. And I was like, look, I am tired. I'm doing way too much and I need you to help me. I was like, we need to figure something out because it's not working.
And I was like, okay. I was like, I grew up washing dishes. I had to like clean my own. I had to clean the whole kitchen one time. I grew up cooking. Like, oh, I'm like, you've been feeling some way about this whole time, and I could have just been doing it. Like you just been. She take charge. Like she wants something done, she gonna do it, which is
I don't
cool.
ask.
And I was like, okay, like all you do is say that. Like we could split it. We could figure out our split, and no problem. Like that was not an issue. That was no argument there. I was just wondering, like, damn, I didn't know you had an issue with this. I could have been stepped up.
But we split it up fairly evenly. I don't touch the trash. Well, I mean, I do right now because you're in.
Nah.
But I don't touch the trash. I'm not allowed to take the trash out. He mows the lawn, all that, like all the guy stuff. But I don't like to clean the bathrooms. That's my least favorite thing to do. That's his job.
I clean the
bathrooms. We share kitchen duty. If you cook, I clean. If I cook, you clean. We cook every other night. We schedule our dates, so that's dates neither one of us cook, and we both pitch in for laundry. I don't like to fold laundry. I will wash it all day. I don't like to fold it. So he will fold like our towels and things like that. It's important to talk about it because whenever I first brought it up, it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just do stuff, and the stuff that he was doing was not the stuff I wanted him to do. So it just made me more mad. So we sat down and he was like, what is your least favorite thing to do? And that's how we came up with what he does.
Yep. I'm like, okay, well, this is not hard. We just gotta come to the middle ground and figure out this thing. It's not hard. Like you really just gotta just sit down and talk with the person. There's something you want help with, or feel like somebody could put a little more weight on. Like it's not. Don't say it's like. Don't make it feel like the other person is being lazy. Don't make it feel like the other person is not doing enough. But express to them like, man, look, I feel like I need a little more help because I got this going on. I feel like just say how I feel. Like just put it all on you. And then if they switch it back on them, like it could go different ways. So let's role play. I'm playing my game right now. I'm chilling. I just got off of work and I took a quick shower and I'm playing the game. And you got off of work, but you got home before me. And you cooking, and I'm still tired. I don't feel like washing dishes after you cook either. I'll probably get it tomorrow. And go. How this conversation supposed to go? I hear you cooking and
Supposed to go.
How you think it should how it should go?
So if I'm cooking, we both just got off of work, whatever, cool. I'm cooking and I serve his food. I bring it to him. We eat.
Pork chops and pork and beans.
We eat and everything.
Broccoli.
Pick up everything. Put it in the sink. If I wake up the next morning and the intent is that you were supposed to clean them dishes that night before, do you want how it should go or how it would probably go?
Start with how it probably go.
Why you didn't wash the dishes?
What you mean? I've been working. Like we're gonna get to it. This is gonna get done.
Okay, but you were supposed to wash the dishes yesterday. Like we talked about this. You're supposed to wash if I cook.
The dishes are gonna get done. It's not that big a deal. At some point, just know that whenever the dishes are clean, it's gonna be clean. It's my night to cook anyway, so I'm gonna make sure the dishes are out the way, they're clean, and then I'll be able to cook. Done deal.
And then as a result, he will probably make more dishes. And because he just cooked, he doesn't feel like doing the dishes.
Or I'll wash the dishes that was in there and then probably make a new batch of dishes. And oh yeah, this is her dish night anyway. So yeah, so she got the new dishes. Yeah, but hey, I cleaned the dishes that you wanted me to clean. So there's no issue with that.
So then you see how that was hostile. That's not how it should go. That's how it probably goes in a lot of households. That's how it went in our household for a little while.
Yeah.
But how it should have went is, hey,
I work all day. I mean, I'll be tired. Like, look, just get on my back. It's gonna get done.
No, that's not how it should go.
No, that's how it will go. Like a typical
okay.
household, if guy get off of work and he's just like tired.
Anybody get off of work
And they just tired. Like bro, like
The correct way to handle the situation would have been, okay, I cook,
oh, man,
we serve food. You want to act it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I serve food. Okay, we eat. I pick it up,
Delicious.
put it in the kitchen.
Lasagna.
We chilling.
Mm.
It's 9:00. What do you say?
What I say?
Yeah, what you gonna say to me?
Oh, but it's like your turn.
No, it's your turn to wash the dishes. It's 9:00. We gotta shower, get ready for bed. Like,
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him sit there, and this is you expressing to me like I need more help. I need you to pull your weight.
I thought we already had the conversation.
No, like we had the conversation
That you wash dishes if I cook.
Yeah, and
you're not washing the dishes.
I was just talking like this is an initial conversation. Like the first time we did it was an initial conversation of it going wrong, and this is gonna be the first initial conversation of how it's supposed to.
That's what I'm saying.
How it's supposed to be expressed.
Yeah, so you would tell me before I even have to question you. Like if the intent is that you're not gonna do them tonight, and we know that agreement is tonight, you should tell me ahead of time before I even gotta question you. Like, hey, I'm kind of tired tonight. I promise you, I'm gonna get it done. I know it's my night.
Oh, I was thinking about it like the conversation of, hey, I noticed we've been slipping on these things, and I'm gonna need you. I really feel like I need you to help me I need you to help me to help this household be put together the way we want it to be.
So I'm confused.
Well, we could go with the we could do the we had the conversation before, and
do you want to
just
start
like
this over?
a follow up. Start with over the clip.
No, like the conversation.
Yeah.
To cut it. So are we doing? Because the first one I said that we already had the conversation.
Uh-huh.
So is it not a conversation? Is this me initially telling you?
This initial.
Okay.
Never had a conversation.
Okay, so let's start over. So this is how it should go in that situation. I cook, serve him his food, we eat, pick up the food, put it in the sink, and it's 9:00. We about to get ready for bed. Them dishes not done. And I should be able to communicate with him and say, hey, I cooked today. I'm tired. Like, I worked a full day. I know you worked a full day, but I really appreciate if you can help me with these dishes because I don't feel like doing dishes after I just cooked.
I mean, I don't feel like it either. I just worked like a 17-hour shift today, baby. I'm really tired myself too. You sure you can't do it?
No, I'm not doing the dish. I cooked. I feel like it's fair that you can do the dishes, like shared partnership.
I mean, I could, but it's gonna get done, baby. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get done. Like I'll when I wake up tomorrow and come back from work, I'll go straight on it before I hit the couch.
Okay, so you're telling me that it will be done tomorrow morning.
No, when I get off of work, instead of going straight to the couch, I'm gonna get straight to the dish.
So it'll be done before I get home.
Time to get off tomorrow.
6:00.
All right. Well, if you beat me home, just know I ain't.
Okay,
These
so
ain't gonna be done.
This is what I want. I don't want an excuse. I want to know it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done. Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna get it done. Like Mayor, we're gonna get it done.
In this situation,
He sucked.
he sucked.
So how do you think that should have went? What else you could have said there? Because I know something you could have said.
Something I could have said?
Yeah.
No, first of all, we need to correct what you said.
No, because again, you got to get to your partners. They're gonna be defensive and be, yeah. You say all the things that you're supposed to say. Yeah, I worked. Yeah, I worked too, and I'm tired. Shit, I'm tired too. So you got to break that down. How you gonna break that down? Like, all right, the comparison thing is not going nowhere. How can you get down on my level of really getting me to understand?
It's not a comparison thing. It's more of a.
That's what they're going to do.
It's not a. I'm telling you, it's not a comparison thing.
What do you mean?
Like, it's not comparing. Like, I worked, you worked, blah 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 blah. It's about the household, which I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So if your partner is not understanding that they are not pulling their weight in the household, that's a bigger issue that y'all need to sit down and
So how you gonna get me to do that? How you gonna get me to understand that I'm not pulling my weight?
There's two ways. You can either embarrass them or You can sit down and have a mature conversation.
How that conversation go?
Are you wanting to act this out?
Tell me the conversation. I'm gonna let you know if this would
Are
be.
you wanting to act it out?
Yeah, we can act it out. Cause I mean, really, I just want to hear
I'm
the
very
message.
confused right now.
Yeah, I want to hear the message. I'm putting you on the spot. I'm curious.
Well, no, I'm confused. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm explaining it. So I want you to have the conversation of getting me to understand that I'm not pulling my weight. I mean,
I guess I'm confused because I thought we were just redoing the second part.
Well, we are, but then I got.
Well, no, you like went to the first part, so that's why I'm confused. So what are we doing right now?
Oh, we still on the second part, but I didn't feel like it was good enough because I feel like you was missing something. I feel like you was missing that little bring it home.
Well, that's why I'm confused because I was doing just the second part. I thought we were both going to be fine. That's why I'm confused.
Nope, I wasn't fine. I wasn't okay with what you said. I want more.
Well, then I need you to help me because now I don't know what to do.
That's why I said put you on the spot.
Well, no.
But
do you understand why I'm confused? Because we went through both parts. The second part of the original clip, we were like, okay, we're going to redo that part.
Yeah.
Which should have just been both of us on the same page.
Yeah.
Because we already did one that we weren't on the same page. That's why I'm confused. That's why whenever you started saying stuff you weren't supposed to say, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not... Like, we're supposed to be redoing the second part. So now we're redoing the first part and the second part?
No, we still on the second part. I threw a curveball in there. Now you're all over the place. I threw you off. But, yeah.
So what are we doing right now?
We're still on the second part. We're still on the positive way of having that conversation.
Okay.
But I just wanted more. I just wanted to see if I could push more out of you and get you to get that.
I mean, if I knew we were redoing the first part,
like I said,
yeah.
I'll put you on the part. I'll put you on the spot. I just wanted to see if you was gonna be good enough to catch it and be like, oh, okay, he challenging me right now. But
no, I thought you didn't know what we were doing.
I knew exactly what we was doing. I knew I was trying to put you on the spot, but I lobbed it. I lobbed it too high.
Because that's not what we talked about.
That's why I said I put you on the spot. 410. It was too high of a lob. I'm gonna lower it a little bit.
Anyway. So what are we doing like right now? I can't remember you.
Overall, it's best to like understand if somebody's.
No, that's not gonna be part of it. We need to.
Hmm?
That's not gonna be part of it.
Part of what?
The thing. You can't just talk to that. We gotta fix it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring you home back to the second part that we didn't really.
So you're just gonna cut it from the first part and be like, okay, so this is how it should go.
Like cut the clip?
Yeah.
I'm not cutting all that. I'm keeping all this in
I
the.
don't want that in there.
Okay. Well, we could clip it right here. All right. So this is how the second part should go. Go. This is the positive way of how you should communicate with your partner that they need to pull their weight into the house. And this is the positive way of being receptive to when your partner is telling you something that you need to pull your weight, that you need to understand is not out of you need to do more, but is what an agreement was on when you decide to live together. So first initial conversation.
Okay, so.
Because when you're living in a household, you definitely got to pull your weight. The conversation is not had, but it's understood you got to pull your weight. But this is the first initial conversation of how you need to pull your weight.
So you both worked, have a long that day, come home, you both want to relax, you cook, you serve food, y'all eat everything, and it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You're expecting the dishes to get done. You don't want to do the dishes. Your partner hasn't done anything since they got home but plays game. And you can approach him, hey, I need you to help me with these dishes. Like, I'm tired. Like, I worked. I cooked for us. Like, can you just handle the dishes?
I could. I'm just a little tired.
Okay, if you try tonight, like, can you give me a timeline on when you think you can get them done? Like, I just don't want them sitting there.
I understand. Let me just finish up this game. Yeah, I'm gonna knock them out tonight so that we ain't got nothing tomorrow.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna let you handle that. I'm gonna go take my shower and roll on about the night. And the important thing about it is if your partner says they're gonna do something don't keep asking him about it. Like, if it's midnight and he still has not done them dishes, do not bring them up again. Do not bring them up until the next day. If they're not done the next day, then that's a conversation of, hey, you said you were going to do this. What happened? Like, this was your responsibility. Like, you said it was going to get done. It didn't get done. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I can go either way, honestly. Like, I mean, the person will be defensive. Like, I pray you don't be defensive because you did say you was going to do it that night. But it's really just taking responsibility for what you said. If you're going to take care of the dishes, take care of the dishes, man. Like, I guarantee the best thing to do whenever you come home is knocking out everything you need to knock out and then relax. The worst thing you do is get in a very comfortable position with responsibilities needed to be done. Especially now, we don't have kids. So not having kids and being able to get responsibilities out of the way and then still having like at least 4 hours of relaxation time, heaven. So get on a good plan, man. It ain't gonna kill you. That was like one monthly check-ins that to kind of bring that back to is this understanding what we brought to the table or how to upkeep our home. Very important.
It's important that your partner also knows exactly what you do for the home, because sometimes, like, outside looking in, you might be like, oh, they don't do nothing. And you can have your laundry list of things that you do. And it's like, okay, well, I clean, I mop, I sweep, I vacuum, I wash the clothes, I clean the bathrooms, I wash all the dishes, I do all the like, you can make your list, and then you be like, you don't do anything because I do everything in the house. And then here comes your partner, and they're like,
I don't do nothing.
Here's my list. I mow the grass, I pull the weeds, I weed eat, what?
I work a 12-hour shift.
Oh my God.
I do more back-breaking work than you do. You sit your ass at home. I mean, you sit your ass on that desk while
and that's another thing. Don't compare jobs. That's the worst thing you can do. Do not compare jobs. Just because one job is physical labor does not mean that it's necessarily harder than another job. Like, everybody has their own things in their jobs, and
that's debatable.
Jobs.
It's debatable.
It could be debatable.
I'm not saying I'm agreeing or disagreeing. It's debatable.
Every job is hard in its own way.
It is. Working them outside, like if you working some hardcore outside construction versus somebody who gets verbally abused every day.
So I would love to sit down. You might physically be tired, but that person is mentally tired.
Like.
And people are like, oh, I wish that's all that happened. I would tell him this. I would tell him that. You say that until your job is on the line and this person is calling you a SOB, and you got to smile and be like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
And meanwhile, you coming home with sunburns and your back and your spine is slowly just getting out of place every single few months because you doing this hard work and labor. It's like, there's no point of comparison. It's both shitty. A
job is a job.
Job is a job. You got to do what you got to do.
So if y'all both work, that argument is out the window.
So the least you can do is figure out how to suffer least on the even grounds at home, because y'all both bringing some type of annoyance, stress to the home after work. God forbid you do, but if you both got some very demanding jobs, we got to figure this thing out together. Like, I'm tired, you tired, but hey, how are we gonna make sure our household is good?
And one of the more important things that actually he suggested during one of our check-ins is my job is mentally stressful, and we came up with this thing of two options. Either I can call him on my way home and talk about it, and that's the only time that work is brought up,
and don't bring it in.
Or if I don't call him on the way home to talk about it, what was it, like an hour you said? It's either 30 minutes or an hour. We get to talk about it. I get to vent about it. He asked, do you want advice or do you just want to talk about it? Once that's done, we can't talk about it anymore.
It's best to set a safe environment for them to just vent, because my safe environment for her, like, all right, sit right here, give me your foot, and just let it all out. And while that's going out, the soothing massage is going in. Like, we're gonna have a balance with this nonsense, because after this, we're letting it go. Because now the house is supposed to be a peaceful home. Mm-hmm. Bringing peace.
And that's helped tremendously. And you have to figure that out with your partner. And those monthly check-ins are something that I think every couple should do. I don't know that everybody does it. When we talk to our friends about it, they're like, that's cool. And we recommend that they do it. And we started doing like a little book club with our friends a while back, where we would let them come to our house and we would
Safe
talk
space.
about anything that was going on, and we would mediate, and we would tell them when they were getting out of line. So it's like if somebody was trying to express something and they were getting cut off, we would let them know, like, hey, that's not cool. If you want to do like what you're supposed to do in a relationship, what you should be doing, then let them speak, let them have their moment. And if y'all can't do that with friends around, imagine what y'all saying and doing to each other in private.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried to help best we could mediate between our friends so that they can have these monthly check-ins, because it's very important for your partner to feel safe, for them to be able to share how they're feeling during these monthly check-ins without worrying about, oh, let me not say this the wrong way because then we're going to argue. It's literally just about, what can I do better? What have I done that made you happy? What do we need to work on to change together?
It's simple. Like I said, the easiest way to kind of get it going is figure out each other's love language. Figure out, is your tank full? Is my tank empty? Whatever. And then set that as the groundwork. And then from there, I guarantee it'll trickle down to a couple other things that may spark up. But the foundation is what your partner knows what your love language is, so you know my expectations. I know your expectations. So are we meeting those expectations amongst each other?
And the easiest way to do that is playing your dates around your love languages.
Yeah. Do that. But I'll say that's a good episode for today. We could go ahead and conclude it from there. This has been Realationshitz, where in this one I am your husband.
And I am your wife.
And we will see you on the next episode.